Early in my career, I handled a case against Johnson & Johnson, a subsidiary called Ethicon Endosurgical. Ethicon Endosurgical had a surgical stapler that we alleged was defective and caused a client to be paralyzed or partially paralyzed. And so that case actually went on for almost 10 years before it was completely over with. It was battle after battle after battle. The defense firm from Carlton Fields in Tampa, who represented Johnson & Johnson, we fought about everything. Every discovery request had to have a hearing. Everything was a battle, okay? And so there was not exactly a lot of familial relationships between the lawyers. We got along because we had to as professionals, but it wasn't a lovey-dovey kind of case, okay? We get to trial, and we try the case, and their last offer was at $250,000 or something like that, which wouldn't even have paid the expenses. The expenses in the case were $300 and something thousand. So it was not even worth talking about, right, their offer. So we go to trial, and we get a verdict of $9.3 million, okay? And they were indignant the entire case. They were indignant to my client. They were indignant to me. I thought they were indignant to the jurors, the way they spoke to the court indignant to the court. And so we walk out, and even when I lose, because I'll lose cases, right? Even when I lose, the first thing I do is I congratulate the other side for a job well done. It's part of being professional. It's part of being having a good attitude, being a good sport about the situation. And I feel like you should do that if you really feel that they did a good job. Well, I went over to grab my briefcase, and I noticed that the other side, their lawyers had already left for the elevator, which didn't surprise me necessarily, given their disposition. And then I got to the elevator, and they were already downstairs, so I thought, okay, I guess we're not going to share any kind of the typical professional courtesy, congrats or whatever. And then about 3 months later, I'm at the Sam's Wholesale Club up off of Airport, and I see a lawyer who is friends with the lawyers a local lawyer who is friends with the lawyers that represented Johnson & Johnson. And he comes up to me and goes, "Man, those lawyers hate your guts." And I was like, "Who?" And he named the lawyer, Ed Garrica. And he says, "Ed Garrica hates your guts." And I was like, "Wow, why do you say that?" And he says, "Well, I saw him at a meeting of defense lawyers, and they just went on and on about how much they can't stand you." And I'm like, so I left there thinking, here I was being a passionate advocate for my client. Sure, I got a really big verdict. Sure, they didn't think I was entitled to it. They appealed it and lost the appeal, but they tried. And maybe it was them talking down to the jury, I don't know. But from that experience birthed the ihatejoezarzaur.com. And now, whenever the bar sees an ad, you have to tell the bar that you have a factual basis for the ad. And my factual basis for ihatejoezarzaur.com was the fact that I knew these lawyers hated me, that I went up against. So the point of the ad is to express to you that me, as a passionate advocate for my clients, will do everything legally and professionally and ethically allowable to make sure your case is represented and represented to the fullest extent. Sometimes that means I don't make friends on the other side. And sometimes that means that they end up not liking me. And sometimes that means they hate me. But at the end of the day, all of that energy, all of that is funneled into your case to make sure that you get the most for your case as far as the judgment is concerned, and to make sure that the other side is held at the highest level of accountability possible, because in our system, that is how we hold them responsible. If you have questions about the ihatejoezarzaur.com claim or that Ethicon endosurgical case or any case on the personal injury in the personal injury arena, you can find us on the web at zarzaurlaw.com, or you can call us at 855-HIRE-JOE. Thank you.